Hello everybody, my name is JRPro14 and welcome back to another Danganronpa. But before we start this episode, let's quickly look what happened last time.
Maru died and one of you assholes did it, and I hope it's you.
I hope you enjoyed that quick recap. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button to remain updated to my videos. Now to continue this episode.
If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying?
Yes.
There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
You are messing with the ultimate gamer. Well, second in line with Chalky being here, but you are messing with the ultimate nerd right here. We are going to solve this. God damn it. Make your argument. I can't remember the half of this face.
I
Letter to
did go
Margot.
to the beach house, but only during my morning walk. I didn't go any other time.
Then you didn't meet up with Mahiru at the beach house?
Obviously not. Saying I met up with her when I never even saw her? Is this a panel of idiots? But only during my morning walk.
Fuck you.
No, that's wrong.
I'm almost dead. Don't play this game where you don't have any
Only during your morning
recollection
walk,
of what
huh?
you did.
Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
Read it out loud though. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the time? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere of our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Hiko Sayonji.
That letter! It's the one Mahiro had, right?
Yes.
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging letters with
You're
her.
going to jail for a long time.
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap! I remember now. I totally saw you.
Yep, so did I.
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later, so it should have been around 3:30 p.m.
Really? You mean that? Wow.
I see. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away afterward, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
Now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko too, right?
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Oh,
Just
he's
leave him
starting to be
alone.
cool guy.
It'd be a waste of time to question him any further.
Would it? Though.
Anyway, that letter in Kazuichi's testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously, I don't know. I didn't even write that letter. I'm telling the truth. I really don't know.
Well, go cry.
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
Probably one of the two. And it hurts me to say this, but she isn't the murderer.
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others wouldn't find out.
Let her write something down. Wait.
And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific place, and waited for Mahiru. There's evidence for that too.
The only place that Hiyoko could hide in that place. Ooh. The closet?
Here!
I jump in the closet!
The place where Hiyoko was hiding. Are you talking about the closet?
Oh,
Yes,
fuck, I
that's
forgot
right.
it wasn't an
The
automatic.
gummy candy we found on the floor is the evidence. Hiyoko, your favorite candy is gummies, correct?
What's a gummy? I've never eaten something like that before.
Bullshit!
I have captured the true character of this mystery. Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside the closet like a familiar. When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit and left the beach house like a swift wind.
But Hiyoko miscalculated that Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at that time. Because of that, she was only able to leave from the beachside door and ended up leaving her footprints.
We have presented the proof. My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out.
Really?
It's a trap. This is obviously someone's trap.
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. You know, the one with the mask, maybe? The one with the
True
mask. There was a
justice.
suspicious mask at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be the real killer.
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
It would be great if Hajime was like, haha, this is great and all, I love that we're all picking on her, but it wasn't her.
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko. That mask belongs to Sparkling Justice.
Huh? Sparkling what now?
That Sparkling
That mask
Justice.
says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island. Which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
He's about to do an ultimate attack. He's like in Dragon Ball Z. I am going to use my spirit ball on you because I'm Yamcha.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Hiyoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your heads. Oh, why can't you understand? I'm not the killer.
Dot dot dot. It's true that Hiyoko is suspicious, but there's something strange. Something doesn't make sense. I can help but feel like we're being directed by someone. Bag of candy I need, I think. Yellow gummy bag. I need gummy bag.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
I
You
need
waited
something
for your
with yellow
chance to
gum or
kill
something.
Mahiru. And afterward, you fled from the beach house.
At the time, the door facing the road was blocked by the body.
Yep.
So you were forced to flee from the beachside entrance.
And that's how you left your footprints.
So that's when you dropped the gummy.
No, she didn't.
No, that's wrong.
Thank you, Hajime.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it?
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene was yellow, So it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow?
Yep.
And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
What?
Question mark.
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Yay! Why am I helping her? I would have been fine with dying alongside of her because I've been taking her down with me to hell.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap!
I hope you die real soon, though.
Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Can I please kill her?
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet.
Okay.
We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
What damn? What?
You're talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What?
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and
Not quite.
blocked the door. Used her last ounce.
Not quite!
No, that's wrong. Mahiru didn't block the door. Her death was instant.
Dun dun dun.
Instant death?
Yep.
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
I'm sorry.
Come at me, bro.
Yukiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
I don't know.
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true. Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body?
Yes. Then in that case.
If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was clean.
Yay!
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
Someone stab her already, please!
I won't let you look down on me.
Yes, thank you! Kill her!
We haven't decided that yet.
Oh, you. Wow!
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Okay. Come at me, bro. Fuck.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
If Hiyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass?
Shower room.
There's a shower room, and after she moved the body, She just washed it off in the shower.
Not quite!
Allow me to cut through those words. No, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Yay!
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Nah.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Maybe, I don't know. Yoko took her clothes off before the committed the murder. No, that's not possible. She wasn't wearing all her clothes. She can't get dressed herself. This?
I see.
It's true, but
Listen to
not
me,
sure.
Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can tie my kimono stash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell, and it only smelled a little.
Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
He came running with several guns, so yeah.
Anyway, breaking the rules is not allowed. Also, playing is fine, but please focus on your studies too.
You guys?
Where? Where's the rule breaker? I'll beat the crap out of here then.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me. If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Nothing, because he wasn't a murderer.
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Cause if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the
Yeah,
beach.
but he got an alibi.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
Okay!
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's
Maybe.
okay that I'm not the killer?
Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, seems like it.
See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru.
What have I done?
Because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
Just be glad I stood up for
You
you.
guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
I help her, and this is what she does.
I'm sorry for being pig barf.
More importantly, Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yep.
Yeah, I got that already, so... Can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Maybe.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh?
Yep.
Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh?
But didn't you say earlier?
Yeah, she never talks to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
You bitch!
Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
You will always be doubted in my
So,
eyes.
what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
Well, you're a mess, bitch.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but... around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox.
A letter?
Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island, and the time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started to suspect us for no reason. Mahiru Koizumi. Thank you for
I saw
the
this letter
proof.
and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh? Oh fuck, the letter doesn't clearly... I need this letter now?
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
It is. Okay, damn it. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place and time? I want to come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter...
About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want to come to the beach house on the second floor, on the second island. The time is still 2 p.m.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
Yeah, but the handwriting is the same though.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
Oh fuck. It is safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? One forced. Letter Margaret? No.
Crap!
They were both forced then, I guess. Both
I
letters.
see! The killer must have forged both letters. The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
Okay.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really
But you're having fun, aren't you, Nagito?
I've offered to help so many times.
I knew it.
The killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go
If
again.
you knock it
Once we let
off.
our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
Something like that, I guess.
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
Chloroform.
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
Shut up!
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic!
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start.
Yeah, it sounds like that's
And
about
for
right.
that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
I want you to die so bad right now.
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
I still wanted to die though. What do I get in this?
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other.
Not quite.
So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're just pissed because you don't have any friends.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Well, Crazy Nagito's back.
Seriously, which side are you on?
Well, not
I'm
ours.
on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray, and you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Maybe.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yup, yup. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork.
Could you just shut up?
What do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want.
Nice one. Classic comedy.
Whoa. He's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth, that may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Because unless we reveal us is Mario the true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Dun 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 dun. Oh, we got a class intermission. Class suspended.
Well now.
Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now.
Hey!
Huh? You're going to spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They'll all feel despair. You can't. That's serious, a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So without further ado, the answer is... Yeah, you can, everyone. Please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct. You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
What? Nanu, really? I just figured this. Well, I don't get what you were talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. Did they reveal anything? I would like to say thank you. I appreciate that. Class travel reopened.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Yeah, let's get this.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
I don't know.
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue. Do you mean the letter? No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke
Maybe.
up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Have you looked around in the closet?
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought? ...
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
Like she was maybe
They
still there.
wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
Yay!
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide!
Not true.
I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we prepared a perfectly productive for you. You will dive into the brain of your logic discern. Is this the survey one? Yes, it is. She's right. This might be very important. This might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence, Hyoko ran away from the beach house. When did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it. Okay, R1 was boosting, right? Oh yeah! Question 1. Oh wait, when did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before Yoko arrived. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Yoko arrived. I died. That scream on me though. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Question 3. Where did the killer hide in? The beach house would be the most obvious one. Or would be the most logical one. The fuck is this?
It's all coming together.
Okay.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing.
Shut the fuck up.
Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
If you just listen to me and maybe accept that I'm trying to help you, you massive bitch, then I can explain why.
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
Why would Akane bop me? I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. Place where the killer was hiding his place. Yes, he looked. Well, can't believe there's no closet.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
Alongside you.
Closet? That's where I was locked up.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? Then you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place?
Of course.
Without Hiyoko knowing?
Of course.
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
If the killer was made sure, well, there's one place I can think of. One place I can think of in the class was this?
Here! What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Yeah, there's the right thing, bruh.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think?
Yeah, but who cares?
2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case.
Yeah, okay.
The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. 'Cause we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think. Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yep, you could have died as well.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Ah, it's good enough.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
That
Say
kind of makes
whatever
sense.
you want, even if we didn't ask.
Just let him talk, girl.
If you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya!
Well, he would get punched either way.
Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
What?
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
That was interesting, though.
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
Okay.
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh?
Kazuichi
So
found
what
the
about
right?
this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Da-da-da.
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original
It should be
topic.
somewhat strange to
You're the one who
Hajime.
went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right.
I can
If you guys
give
have
you
come this far,
something.
I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Fine. I'll play Yu-Gi-Oh with you again. Oh. Let me just quickly see what's going on here. Shower room.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Yep.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower. Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body. If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around. Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
Yep.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
How about that?
No, that's wrong. if they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower.
Indeed.
They could have just as easily used something else.
Indubitably.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Showers, drinks?
I see! Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
It isn't
I've seen through
impossible.
it.
God damn it.
In theory, but that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand
Not quite.
that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
I literally had this conversation with Kazuichi not too long ago. Trash can. I think I need trash
It's true there were drinks. In the beach, however, try one bucket wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Hammer it up!
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it wasn't? There were only flavored drinks with If you use those, the blood won't come off and your body it will leave it, especially if you used a lot. That alone would raise suspicion.
I think I fucked up.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Trash can!
Allow me to cut through those words.